Hey guys, welcome to this new video. This time we are going to cover how to find a good place to get tattoos, which shops to go to, how to find a good artist, all of that. Stay tuned. One of the first things anyone should do when looking for a new tattoo artist or tattoo shop is look at online reviews. There are so many sources online that people are pretty straight up about whether a tattoo artist is good, if they were treated well. Um, you can also look at their art and see what type of art they do, if the form and the colors and the style all match what you want to do. Um, that's super important. I found for me that Instagram is super necessary when looking at tattoo artists and tattoo shops. Most tattoo shops have like a general tattoo page, and then they feature their different artists with their different styles and their new art pieces daily, if not weekly. And then a lot of tattoo artists as well have their own pages that you can DM them or just pay attention to the art that they do. You can see the development of where they started their earliest posts and where they currently are. Some tattoo artists do not allow DMs. It's fairly dependent on shops. I have seen that in a few places where I live near Salt Lake in Utah. But overall, like I would say generally you can DM them and they're pretty good at responding. The next point I want to cover is possibly more important than the Instagram or online reviews, and that's word of mouth. If you know someone that has a lot of tattoos or just a couple tattoos and they had a really good experience, they love their artist, they love their art, um, the place was clean, the artist doesn't dig in super hard into your skin when they're applying the ink. Um, those are all important things, and so reference word of mouth, a friend, family member, or even an acquaintance. If you see someone with a super cool tattoo in the gym or during shopping, you could totally reach out to them, walk up to them, ask them where they got their tattoo, who their artist was, if they have an Instagram. Um, that's what I did for mine. I asked my sister in law, and she referred the artist, but I also found the same artist online before I asked her. So it was like, oh, I'm already interested in this artist and she likes her. She's already had work done from her. I'm going there. So, uh, huge tip. This will make sure that you do not get crappy tattoos. Like, guarantee. No bad tattoos. Another aspect to consider is how close are tattoo shops to you. Most major cities have anywhere from 5 to 500 different tattoo shops, depending on where you're at. In Vegas, I'm sure there's a whole lot more per block. In Utah, there's not as many, but if I were to go to Salt Lake, for example, the capital city, I don't know, I could probably find 5 on a block. And then I know in the cities around me, there's a few tattoo shops there, smaller ones, bigger ones. Doesn't really matter which way you go. It really matters on the artists themselves. You do want a clean place, and you want to have a better experience where everyone treats you better, the receptionist if there is one, or anything like that, because you don't want infections or anything crazy happening, which can and does happen. I myself haven't done this. I have thought about traveling to get a tattoo. There's an artist I really look up to in Arizona, and he has super good work. He also has a YouTube channel, so he does YouTube and he's an artist. I think he might own a shop himself as well, but his work is phenomenal. He does a lot of bigger sleeves and pieces. They all just look so great. So I am planning a full sleeve. On my left arm, I want to get a full sleeve eventually. Hopefully I can start that this year. But if you are okay with traveling and you did all the previous research, you looked at reviews, you looked at the style, travel could be a solid option if you don't have anything close to you. Let's say you live in the middle of the boonies of nowhere and you don't have an artist within 500 miles. Of course, you're going to have to travel. Like Alaska, I'm sure Alaska doesn't have too many tattoo artists. Like maybe like a couple, but you don't think of Alaska and think, wow, they got tattoos everywhere. You think of somewhere like Vegas, but might not be the best quality. So quantity is not always quality. I know California is pretty well known for having pretty top-notch tattoo artists because that's where a lot of the celebrities and the famous rappers or song artists or anyone will go to get tattoos. So the last thing in this video that I want to cover are tattoo costs. And this is extremely difficult to narrow down because one, every artist charges differently depending on the style of tattoo, how detailed, how big, how small, where you're getting it, what time of day, how many hours it's going to take. There's so many different factors that each artist picks and chooses, or the shop picks and chooses. So my tattoo, it's a pretty medium-sized tattoo. There's a good amount of detail in it. There's 3 colors. It's gray, it's black, and it's white. So pretty simplistic. I was in and out of the tattoo shop in less than an hour. That was doing all the paperwork, all the prep work, all that stuff. So my tattoo was less than 200 bucks. My artist was super awesome, but a lot of artists do not generally give you the amount or the cost up front. But that is strictly because there's too many factors to say, you get a tattoo that's this big, it's going to be $400 or $200 or $50 or whatever. But just assume that the larger the piece, the more detailed, the more colors, the longer it'll take, which means the more it will cost. So that's just something to pay attention to. If you want to get a crazy amazing piece, it might cost a few $1,000s. Hey guys, thanks for watching this video. I hope you found it useful on how to find a good tattoo artist and a good tattoo shop that's clean, that's trustworthy, so that you can get awesome tattoos like me. In the comment section below, comment a time when you had an amazing tattoo experience. You went to a good tattoo shop with a good tattoo artist. Feel free to plug or anything like that. Feel free to reach out to me if you have any other questions in the comments below. I read every single one. Or you can send me a message on Instagram, and I'll see you in the next video.